Hi everyone, Mickey Jacob here. Welcome to Angel Chat. So, a little bit of a sad announcement. I wanted to announce that our beloved Shawnee, our cat, went home last week. He was 12 years old. He kind of stopped eating. So we waited a couple of days to see if he improved, and we went to the vet and did all the tests, and all the tests actually came back normal. For all the typical tests that they do to cats, like the cancer and all kind of, general test and a little bit deeper test, yet he did not improve. So we took him again, and then they were running a test that designed to detect if cats have like an autoimmune for felines. So indeed he had that. So they were prescribing the most heavy antibiotics for a whole week. And they sent us home because we didn't want to hospitalize him. So they kind of taught us how to do a fluid hydration IV. So they sent us with that. And of course, the antibiotics, as I said. And he kind of progressed for the worse. He lost his appetite, so they gave him something that you kind of put in the ear, a kind of like a cream that stimulate their appetite. So he did a little bit, but it didn't kind of last. So we waited for the whole treatment, which they advised us to wait 7 days for the whole thing. And unfortunately, he declined to where you can tell that probably the antibiotic affect his brain. So he was kind of slipping in and out of consciousness. So we took him to the vet, and the vet, of course, helped him to go back home to God. So I wanted to do that video to share, but more so because people, first of all, a few things I wanted to share to make sure that when we lose someone, obviously not just pets, have yourself a really good support system of friends and family, because I did, and it was such a blessing. The support, the checking on us, on me. More Clayton obviously is sad as well, but I take the passing of my, furry kids very, very difficult. So to have support system really, really help a lot. So it's very, very important to have those close friends that they know what to say, they know if to call you, to leave it you alone. So I had all that. So that's I wanted to share that as well. Very, very grateful. But more so, it's people were kind of asking me if writing a book about animals and grief. Sacred Wild is about animal and grief. Doing the work I do, where departed pet do come in readings, or as it can refer to as animal communication, if it help. Depend. To me, the painful, to most people, I would assume, is that transition before their soul exit the body, before their body die. And although Shawnee just kind of drift in and out, being sleepy, although it did affect his walk toward the last few hours, he did not suffer. Nonetheless, it's heartache. So no, so spirituality does not really help me while they kind of in at the end. Meaning, obviously, I know the rules that soul exit the body. I know where they're going. Again, I mean, I teach that. I hear it from departed pets. But we are humans, of course. So when people ask, did it help? Not at that stage where I had to say, goodbye to the physical body. So no, that did not help. Where spirituality and knowledge about life after death, where the soul goes, and again we're talking departed pets as well as departed loved one, does tremendously help. Once in my mind the body died and the soul exit the physical body, and that is when all my knowledge kind of come back. Again, I know kind of the process that souls go through. I know when they're going. I know there is the heavenly dimension of the spirit world, specifically to pets, that their life is way more simple on planet Earth due to the fact that they do not have an ego. There is no the complexity of being disoriented that sometimes departed human soul get kind of after the passing. So it's actually quite peaceful for animal to cross once they exit the physical body. And of course, then they hang around us. They give us signs. The remaining, the surviving siblings, we have other cats and we have dogs here, and they do see them. I spoke about it in previous videos and wrote about it in my book, that animals are able to see departed loved one, human souls or animal souls. So all the knowledge kind of came back to me once Shoni's physical body ceased to exist, and once he went back home to the spirit world. So of course spirituality help, of course the knowledge of the continuation of the soul after the passing tremendously help. I don't know how, if people don't believe and they think they just die and go to where, I don't know. So it does help. But we are humans, and that's why I mainly wanted to share, because I got that question, if it's really helped me. We are humans. It's absolutely agony and devastating to lose them. I keep reminding myself that Sean was 12-year-old. We got him in from a shelter, of course, and he was a wild cat that got into a fight with a raccoon, and he won. He tore him up, the raccoon. I mean, he had like half of his tongue cut, and he's like, to say to the defend of the shelter, they did fix him up for about 2 months, and then I believe I was led to Sean, and then we rescue him, and he was with us probably around maybe 8 years. So therefore they assume that he died at the age of 12 or so, because it's kind of tough to know with them. But we gave him a wonderful, wonderful life. I'm crazy about all animals, but I have a very soft spot to cats. I really, really love them. But he's not here, and he's gone. And his physical body is not here with us anymore. So I will be focused on signs. I will be focused on sensation when I know that he's around. Grief sometimes would cause an obstacle for us to feel our loved one right after passing. Sometimes it takes time. Of course, we need to be open. Remember, I did video about signs from spirits, including departed pets. We need to kind of be a little bit more energetically lighter with the grief. Grief is very heavy. It's project a heavy energy, so we kind of close up, if you will. The signs are there. We just sad, really, and heavy. But as the time go by, we're going to see more and more signs, and so that's important to kind of pay attention to. So I kind of wanted to share. Hopefully you will know that no matter how spiritual we are not with their physical body, and we miss them. At the other hand, do if you're not there, do grow spiritually, do learn, know that our soul, all souls, all living being souls are part of God, immortal, multidimensional. There is no death. They continue on, they accompany us. And when my time would be to leave this planet, I'm sure Shoni would be the first one to greet me back among many, many animals that Clayton and I have there. So, but for now, there is a lot of cry still and grief. It was a wonderful cat. He was kind of ambassador because he loved animals, all animals, cats, dogs, all people he know, didn't know. He was just really wonderful. But he's still wonderful now. So I hope that helped whoever going through or will go through the loss of a pet. Very hard, but the divine knowledge of spirituality certainly help. So thank you for listening, guys. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for those who supported me. Beautiful. Thank you so much. And I will talk to you next time, guys. Okay? So take care. Bye. Thank you.